everybody. Thank you so much. All right, so for those of you who don't know me, I'm Jenn Jodouin. I'm actually moving back to the area after having been down in the south for the last 6 years or so. I'm an advanced holistic nutritionist. I specialize in helping women take control of their hormones, and as an extension of that, just their life, because as a woman who has suffered for 17 years with hormone imbalances, I know how our hormones can actually take over all aspects of our life. So whether that's how you eat, what you're eating, who you hang out with, the relationships that you're building, how you feel from day to day and month to month. I know how much all of that can affect your life. So I make healthy eating really easy and really simple. It's all about being prepared. And I know as a mother personally, I know that if it's not easy and convenient for your whole family, you're not going to make the changes necessary for you to feel amazing. So I specialize in taking those changes and those suggestions that I recommend to my clients and showing them how to do it in an easy way so that everybody in the family enjoys it. And whether you're working from home or you work in an office or you have a really busy lifestyle, you can fit it into your life. So what I'm going to be showing you here today is just some of the preparations that I do on a weekly basis to make it convenient for me, because I know that if I'm not prepared, I'm going to make bad choices. I come from a long line of genetic hormone imbalances. I have successfully managed to balance my hormones without the use of medication, strictly through lifestyle and diet, and I help other women do the same. So I'm just going to show you how I put together some of my meals every week to make it easy so that I can grab and go, or I can eat while I'm at home, and I'm making good choices throughout my day. So I'm going to start with a breakfast. It's a really easy and simple recipe, and the best part about it is that it's very versatile. So you could technically prep 5 of these breakfasts for your entire week and have a different flavor every day. So I'm just going to start. These are called overnight oats. They're really easy. I'm actually just using here steel cut oats, but you're also welcome to use just a whole rolled oat as well, which will actually become a cooked oat a lot quicker than steel cut oats. So these ones would actually take a little longer in the fridge. But the best part about these is that when you prep them, there's no work after that. You put a lid on it, you put it in the fridge, 24 hours later, you grab and go, literally. So all I'm doing is I'm just putting about a 1/4 cup into a mason jar, just like that. Now, I really like to boost my meals with nutrient-dense foods. And those are essentially foods that are going to give you the best bang for your buck, nutritionally and dollar-wise, actually. So I'm going to be adding some pumpkin seeds, which are loaded with iron. And for women, that is so important. The majority of women, even if they don't know it, have a mild, if not severe, iron deficiency. So I've just added maybe a tablespoon, 2 tablespoons to that. Now the best part about this, like I said, it's very versatile, so you don't actually have to measure anything. This is based on your preferences. This here, I have a little bit of hemp hearts. Really great way to add some omega-3s to your diet, which are going to help combat inflammation. And inflammation is what causes us to have acne, stomach issues, even irritability. So combating some of your moods and helping your PMS to stabilize, you're going to really want to boost your omega-3s. I'm adding some chia seeds to that as well. Those are really great in calcium, really, really high. Actually, just 1/3 of a cup of chia seeds contains nearly 50% of your calcium requirements. So big bang for your buck. Bye-bye dairy. You literally do not need it if you've got these in your diet every day. So just like that, adding just a little bit of everything that I enjoy. I'm going to flavor it with a little bit of vanilla. And again, like I don't measure it. It's really just based on the flavors you enjoy. I'm going to sweeten it with a little bit of maple syrup. I do recommend staying on the lighter side of this. Don't go too heavy on your sugars, because your sugars are going to increase your inflammation. A little bit of cinnamon. Just throw that in there. And then a little bit of plant-based milk. So I'm doing almond milk. And basically for your milk to oat ratio, you're looking at a ratio of 1 to 2. So 1 part oats, 2 parts one part oat, 2 part milk. Throw the lid on it and just shake it. Now what's going to happen is when you put that in the fridge overnight, those oats are going to soak up that liquid and actually just raw cook, just like that. 24 hours later, you're going to grab it from the fridge. You're going to have a nice smooth oatmeal. If it's too thick, go ahead and add some more liquid to it, and then top it with some fresh fruit and call it breakfast. And it's literally that simple. So as you can see, like I just added a few simple ingredients to make it really nutritionally dense. And you can add whatever it is that tweaks your palate to make yourself enjoy them and actually feel like you're having a variety every day. So you could add different fruit. Apple, cinnamon, and raisins and walnuts are fantastic. You could do banana and peanut butter, maybe throw in a little bit of cocoa powder with that, would be amazing. So there's breakfast right there done. And that only took a couple minutes to throw together. So the next thing I'm going to show you, I just clear my workspace here, is a lunch. Now, I find the best time of day for me personally to eat as many vegetables as possible is my lunch. I don't know if that's just because I prepare it that way, or because dinners I kind of really like to have a sit-down warm meal. I really like to do most of my veggies at lunchtime. So what I'm going to be showing you here, again, another mason jar meal. So these are so great. If you don't have mason jars at home, of course, you can always use any sort of glass container that you have. I don't really recommend using plastics just because they do have endocrine disruptors. So if you are looking at some sort of hormone imbalance, that would be helping to contribute to it. So moving over to glass reusable, of course, is also very environmentally friendly. So another glass jar. And I'm actually going to be building a salad in a jar. And so if you haven't seen these, they're super simple to make. And again, you're using a base recipe and you're changing up your ingredients to your liking. So you can use in it whatever piques your interest, whatever type of salads you like to build. But essentially, the very first thing you want to do is you want to add your dressing to your jar. So you got your jar and you're going to add your dressing. So this is just a homemade Greek dressing that I made. I've just added probably a little more than I normally would. So there you go, a little bit of dressing. Now the next layer is where you want to add all of your crunchy food. The trick to building a salad in a jar is that you want it to last the week, because you could actually build 5 of these and have a salad every day, easy, convenient, and delicious. So the trick is in the layers. So you're going to add all your crunchy veggies first. So if you were adding raw onions, this would be the time to do that. I personally don't like raw onions, so I'm not going to. But I do really enjoy some cucumbers, so I'm just going to sprinkle those in. And again, this is your preference. So whatever ingredients you like, in whatever ratio you like. I really like some bell peppers. I find they add just so much color to my salad. It's just so delicious. So I'm just going to layer those in there. I also really like raw broccoli in my salad, which is going to, of course, boost my vitamin C, my antioxidants. So broccoli is really high in antioxidants, if you didn't know. Basically everything from the brassica family, which would cover broccoli, kale, cabbage, Brussels sprouts, bok choy, also really high in calcium. So again, very important for us women to be monitoring our calcium levels. So I'm just layering that in there. You can see that there. And then I'm going to add a little bit of cherry tomatoes. I'm actually not a big fan of raw tomatoes, but I do know how good they are for me, so I'm going to put them in there anyways. I usually just eat them with a mouthful of something else that I enjoy. Okay, then I'm going to add, if I can find it. I don't know where I put it. That's okay. So, oh, it's right in front of me. All right, so at this point, this is where I would actually add my proteins and my grains. So I personally eat a plant-based vegan diet. So whatever diet it is that you are eating, that you support, that you enjoy, this is where you would add your protein and your grains. So here I'm actually just going to be using a mixture of barley and lentils. This is just leftover from my supper last night. Of course, you could do the same if you're eating chicken. You could throw a chicken breast in the oven, roast it, and then chop it up and add some chicken cubes. You could do roasted tofu. A can of beans even is super simple. And so I'm just going to go ahead and add some of that. Now remember, in line with Canada's food guide, essentially half of our plate should be fruits and veggies, and then the other half equal portions between a grain and a protein. So when you're building this salad, you want to keep that in mind, that the majority of your salad is going to be vegetables. So you're not going to have a huge amount of grains and proteins in there. And then you're just going to take whatever green leafy salad you enjoy. In this case, I'm using kale, and you're just going to stuff that into the top, just like that, as much as you can fit in there. Now, if you're using a wide mouth jar, you can actually eat this right out of the jar. And if you leave a little bit of space, you can shake it up before you eat and literally eat it right out of the jar. So you bring a fork with you to work, you bring your jar, done. Eat and done and enjoy. In my case, I've used just a regular mouth jar. So I would just dump this into a bowl if I was at home. And that right there is an easy, delicious, customizable salad that's going to stay fresh all week. So that's meal two. Now I'm going to show you one of my favorite ways to make a snack. So again, it's all about grab and go for me. I only have a 3.5-year-old. She's very well behaved, but I have those days where literally we're on the go constant. And if I don't have something made, we're either going to eat out or we're going to just go to the cupboard for something. I try to only buy things that I'm comfortable eating at any time. But truthfully, if I bring my husband shopping with me, what ends up in the cart is not what was on my list. So I've learned my lesson to shop by myself. However, it does happen that foods come into the house that I'm not always comfortable with having. But so having easy snacks ready to go and fresh in the fridge is really, really easy to do. Again, I'm going to show you another mason jar. So I use a magic bullet for essentially everything in my house. So right here, I just have some homemade hummus. If you are buying hummus, that's fine too. I like to pretty much make everything in my house. It gives me more control over the ingredients. I get to choose my flavors and just, again, using my bullet, like my magic bullet, it makes it really easy because I make everything in the cup and then just put a lid on it and throw it in the fridge. So here I've just got some hummus. So I'm just going to layer the bottom of my jar with hummus. Now the best part about this is you could also use a guacamole. You could use a black bean dip. You could do a cashew cream cheese dip. I'm of course listing plant-based options because that's what I promote. However, whatever type of dip you generally enjoy that would be nutritionally dense. So I would stay away from like an oil dip. Those are essentially just really high calories with very little nutrients. But right there, we've just got some hummus. And then I'm just gonna take all of my favorite veggies and just stand them up in that jar. And you can see they're sticking into the hummus. Normally I would actually use a smaller jar than this or have taller veggie sticks. I actually had one on the go that my daughter broke into this morning, so I can't show you because it's gone. I had one that was smaller, but so see, I'm just layering that in there. I'm going to throw some carrots in there as well. I just have baby carrots today, but that makes it just super simple and easy to do. And then again, you would just, when it's full and done, throw on your lid and you've got a snack ready to go. Really easy, really simple, really delicious, customizable, everything that you enjoy. One of the biggest things I recommend when you're prepping, so these are really easy because what I did was I meal prepped. I washed all my veggies, I cut them all up, put them in containers, they're easy, convenient, And doing this allows me to have that flexibility to make handfuls of snacks and meals that are easy and convenient and ready to go. And it means that when I put them in my fridge and my 3.5-year-old is hungry, she knows where she can go to have a healthy snack or meal if I'm a little bit too busy to attend to that. And truthfully, as a mother, and I know anybody else on here who's a mother, we just typically don't always have the time to attend in the moment when your child is hungry. So of just avoiding those meltdowns from your child by having some easy stuff in the fridge can be a lifesaver on your mental state. So that is it. That is just so simple, so easy. You've got a breakfast, you've got a lunch, and you've got a snack. Now, if you were working a long day, a long shift, you could easily bring all 3 of these in a lunch bag for yourself, either in a cooler or put them in the fridge at work, and you've got healthy options, nutrient dense, that are not going to cause a blood sugar crash in the afternoon either, which is a really big deal. So you're actually going to have good energy and feel amazing throughout the day. So when you do get home at the end of the day, you still have energy to spend time with your family, to work out, to do the things that you enjoy. So that concludes it. I welcome any questions from any of you. Actually, I just realized I didn't mention. So if you are curious in following some of my other videos that I do, or resources that I give out, I also host meal prepping parties to get you sorted out for the week, doing it as a big group. It's so much fun. And then of course I do online webinars as well. You can catch that on my Facebook page, which is Healthy Living with Jenn J, one bite at a time. And essentially, because that's what I promote. We are living healthy from one bite at a time. Every time we eat, we have the choice to eat something that's either hurting our body or fueling it and fixing it. So it is the easiest way to make fast changes in your life and in your lifestyle and in your health by committing to eating healthy. So I welcome any questions, and I hope that this was a little bit helpful for you and gave you some insight into how to make some easy, convenient meals. Thank you, everybody.
Awesome. Well, I'm unmuted here. Oh my God, so awesome, Jenn. Thank you so much.
Thank you.
A ton of people are going to be having some questions for you, like what was in your homemade dressing? For sure.
So the dressing, it's just red wine vinegar and olive oil, which was an equal ratio between the two. And then I've got some dried oregano, dried dill, a little bit of garlic, some salt and pepper and lemon juice, and just shake it up. So normally, because I didn't have a whole lot to start, I would normally do this in a really small mason jar, just either the small snack ones or the I think they're 250 milliliters, the half cup ones, because then it's just really easy and convenient to have in the fridge, and then you know what's in your ingredients.